Good morning, beloveds. We are finishing up the Science of Mind text. This is it. This is the last meditation today. And the weather has gone back to being normal for this time of year. It's cloudy. It's probably going to rain for most of the week. And it's cold. It was 59. So not freezing, but chilly enough that I took a jacket. So, but yeah, we are finishing up the Science of Mind text. I'm not reading the glossary. I toyed with the idea, but I'm not going to. Tomorrow we will start the Voice Celestial. So that should be interesting. It was Jesse's suggestion, and I was like, sure, I've never read it, and apparently I don't have a copy of it either, because I have looked through everything and I cannot find a copy of it. So Jesse may not be getting his book back. It's always dangerous to loan me books. Most of the time, I won't let people loan me books. Most of the time, I'm just like, no, tell me what book it is, and I'll go buy myself a copy, because I'm bad about giving books back. I love books. If I'm going to hoard anything, and I do, I hoard books. So, I will buy you a copy. I will buy me a copy. All right. So, this one is kind of long, and two, the title is a mouthful. The Eternal Cycles of Life in Motion Fulfill My Faith. Yeah. Okay. So I can't even guess where Ernest Holmes going to go with that. I mean, obviously he's talking about principle, but so let's do the housekeeping first, and then we'll do the meditation. So and when I say the housekeeping, all I mean by that is, hey, we're Creative Life Spiritual Center. Hang on. I'm tripping over my words here. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center. The website is creativelife.org. The constant contact email, info@creativelife.org. That's our constant contact. Constant contact means nobody sees your email, so that's a good thing. Nobody will get your email. It also means check your junk or spam folder if you haven't seen it, especially if you haven't opened it in a while. And then it also means... no. That's completely separate. The hot links are hot. You get one a week. The hot links are hot. If it says click here now, it'll take you right to the information of the person that can help you get it. So all good things. Okay. And then the social medias. We do not, as of this time, monetize the social medias. We don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with it. So we don't do it. But what we do ask you to do is go like, subscribe, share, follow, comment based on which platform you're on. Like if you're on YouTube and you subscribe, then anytime we upload a new video, it lets you know, hey, there's a new video that's uploaded. So you check into that. Now, what was I about to say? I don't know. I was going to tell you what the platform, what the names are. Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark, the Running Rev Ryan. Okay, the Running Rev Ryan is me. Most of this book is archived on the Running Rev Ryan. I'm thinking about moving a couple of these last couple of meditations over to the Creative Life page into the meditations because they're so good. But I haven't done it yet. So, if you're looking for any of these, and I'm still probably about 2 weeks behind, but I tend to stay about a week behind on the updating the YouTube channel, but I'll get to that. Not today though. I have class tonight. So, we are doing part 6. We are finishing up this literally last meditation. And Ernest is, when he was doing the shorter meditations, he's like, read them as many times, repeat them out loud as many times as you need to get into the feeling. This one, same thing. Repeat them as many times as you need, but they're longer, so I am only reading them once as opposed to twice. But we're still going to take the 2 deep breaths, read the meditation, take the 2 deep breaths. Why I mention the deep breaths is because what I do is in through the nose, out through the mouth. It is the most calming, according to science, for the brain and the nervous system. And if you're going to do meditation, why wouldn't you want to do that kind of calming breathing for your brain? So, that's why I choose to do. That's what I told my husband. The weather has changed and I don't feel like I can take a deep breath. Sorry about the yawn. I'm not sleepy. I just don't feel like I'm getting all that oxygen. So, the only other thing that I want to remind you is this book was published in 1927. So if there's a word in there that is not giving you the feeling that you like, feel free to change it. Ernest would be completely okay with that. In fact, Ernest would say, write your own. Use his as a template to write your own. But if his words work great, you just need to change that one or two, My biggest thing is I tend to gender neutral things because I like to be inclusive. I want to include everybody, but also because he wrote in 1927 and it was all he and him, and I am not a he, him. So I gender neutral it for my comfort level as well as just being in general inclusive. So that's my goal, to be inclusive. All right. There's this new trend right now going on where they're talking about DEI and how we are doing it a disservice by calling it DEI, but we should use the words diversity, equality, inclusivity. So if you're against DEI, which word is it that you really object to? Yeah. And I was like, no, that's a good one. That's a good one. So, all right. I think we're ready to do this. This one it's the last one, so it is literally the longest one. And I brought my extra light just to make sure. So let's turn that on. I know it makes the lights a little weird, but I want to make absolutely sure that I have all of the light that I need so that I can get through this meditation as cleanly as possible. I'm human. All right, so let's take that nice deep breath. The eternal cycles of life in motion fulfill my faith. This is another way of saying that something happens when a person believes. Faith is operated upon by some principle which is a government of law and order, which has within itself the power to execute itself. Prayer is not to ask God to be God. There is a supreme intelligence in the universe. We cannot tell it anything. What little we know, we have drawn from it. There is an absolute spirit around us. It does not need our existence. It has already surrendered itself to us, but we have not yet surrendered ourselves to it. That is what prayer or treatment is for. We do not pray the principle of peace to desist from confusion, but we seek that peace, that it shall enter into our confused souls. Therefore, prayer or meditation is for the purpose of becoming receptive to the divine influx, which already owns everything, knows everything, governs all things, and creates what we need, if we but permit it to in its own nature, which is goodness, truth, and beauty. Each turns into the within in something after this fashion. We let go of everything, drop every fear from our minds, drop all confusion from our thought, and enter into the secret inner communion with that great reality, which is our universal self, God, in whom we live and move and have our being. We are conscious that this divine presence overshadows and indwells. It is both without this physical mental being and within this physical mental being. Therefore, it is the spiritual reality of this being, the I am, which is universal, eternal, and perfect. Now, this spirit is our spirit. It is our life from which we now draw full and complete and perfect being. This divine intelligence does govern us intelligently. It does direct us consciously, accurately, unerringly. We surrender to it every fear, every sense of uncertainty of the future, every thought of any morbidity of the past. We surrender all confusion and doubt, and we know that this divine influx removes every mental obstacle to peace. It removes every sense of condemnation and judgment, and we enter into the fulfillment of its perfection now. We believe if there is any part of our physical being which needs healing, it heals it. That the power within us and around us which creates, can recreate, can make whole now. We believe if there is any conflict in our mental being, it can be removed because the spirit is higher than the mind and more than the body. And we are dealing with that spirit which, animating the mind with divine intelligence, produces an influx of spiritual life in the body, healing without effort, both mind and body. We relinquish, we let go those things which bother us mentally or hurt us physically. We know that the divine presence is the eternal healer because it is the everlasting giver of life. And we know the intelligence which created the universe and projected it in form and governs it with perfect law. That divine being directs our movements intelligently, coherently, constructively, certainly, bringing to each that which they call success and prosperity, happiness, fulfillment of life, action. And we know that the divine being governing everything out of its own nature works without effort, birthless and deathless, and tireless. It moves through us to perfect ends now. The eternal cycles of life in motion fulfill my faith. I really feel like right there he just gave us a master class in what he's been trying to tell us the whole book. Like, that ends on page 567. Okay? And I feel like right there, in that page and a half, he just told us what he took 565 pages to tell us. You are that. You are that. And if you can let go and surrender into, which is really interesting because Jesse talked a little bit about surrendering in his February, the first February of 2025. And I say that oddly just in case you're watching this at some other time. He talked about surrender. And it doesn't mean what we think. When we surrender, we're not giving up. But what we are doing is allowing in. We are allowing that which created us to give us more of what we were created for. Which, in the end, is love. So, all right. We're done with the Science of Mind text. We're going to do the Voice Celestial, and then maybe we'll do the Science of Mind. Maybe we'll do Living the Science of Mind, rather, this one. Maybe we'll do that after the Voice Celestial. But we're going to do the Voice Celestial first because Jesse suggested, and I think it's a good idea. So, yes, and just in case, I still do own a dictionary. Occasionally, I can't spell words well enough for autocorrect to figure out what I'm talking about. So, I still own a dictionary. All right, beloveds, I am now going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a let's get this week started off right day. A enjoy the weather day, the cooler weather day. It was a little too warm last week for my tastes in February. So a you got this day, a take care of business day, a take care of yourself day, a drink plenty of water day, a take a deep breath or 2 or 3 day, let your belly rise with that breath day, a do some meditation day, a surrender day, a do some treatment day, a know who you are day, an explore who you are day, a cuddle your fur babies day, a tell somebody you love them day, a remember who you are, remember what you are day, go look in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself day, a good day, and if that's too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You're a beloved expression of the divine. You're a brilliant light, a divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, a beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. All right, explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be. I mean, you just heard it in the meditation. The divine knows you to be good because that's what the divine is. And from there, anything is possible. All right, beloveds. We'll start a new adventure tomorrow. So, yeah. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9-ish tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.